What is up, FSClub? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a how-to guide on the new and upcoming Pumps and Hoses DLC. This will be a two-part video, with this one of course being the first part. The first part will be all about how to use the hoses, the pumps and stuff like that. The second part will be how to use the biogas plant. Well, first of all, if you guys haven't already hit that like button, make sure you guys do smash that like button. I'm excited for this DLC. You know what? Roll that intro and let's get to this guide. Now, walking back, okay, so here we go with this guide. I have no clue how long this video is going to be because, for one thing, this mod has a lot of stuff in it. Okay, I think first of all, we should probably go over the store items, right? Yeah, let's go over the store items first. Okay, so if we go over to the Pumps and Hoses pack, go right there. Okay, first of all, we have the AC115. This is a compressor to clean your umbilical hoses. $29,950. No options on this one. I'll show you guys how to use that. Then we have three different kind of umbilical hose reels. We got this one right here, which is the H240, which holds up to 1.3 kilometers. We have the DH240, which is $18,850, and then we have the FTH230, which is $28,500. The difference between these, this one right here can hold 1.7 kilometers, and then this one right here can only hold 0.4 kilometers, but this one actually has a tanker on it, so it can actually hold, you know, your digestate or your slurry, and the tanker holds 0.4 kilometers. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 0.4. So I actually don't know how much that hose holds because it doesn't say on it. Okay, but anyways, this one holds 1.7. You can also change the lights from front to rear on those. And then after that one, we have the pumps themselves. We have this pump right here, which is the PU100, which is $20,500. It does require 160 horsepower, and it can only do 300 meters worth of hose, which you guys have to keep in mind what that says, 300 meters. So when you're actually getting your hoses, make sure you only put that amount. And then we have the PU300, which is $71,350. It does require 200 horsepower, but this one can hold up to 1,000 meters. And this thing also has a tank for water, which is 2,800 liters. And after that one, we have well, this is pretty much a container to be used as an interim storage for liquid manure. This is the JC450, $72,300. This thing can hold up to 700 meters of hose, holds 49,000 liters of digestate or your slurry. It also can hold some water too. You got wheel setup, you got standard or standard 2, and that is it on that one. Then we have a tanker right here. This is the PW121, which is $116,000. This is a pretty unique one right here. Let's see. It does require 200 horsepower, holds 12,200 liters, holds 1.5 meters worth of hose. So that's actually a lot more than that 700 meters. And of course, this does digestate, slurry, and it holds water. But there's different options on this one. I'll show you guys. First of all, a platform. You have standard or you have the platform. If you put the platform, I'll show you guys a little bit about that in a little bit. Wheel bearing, you got 12 bar, you got pretty much your standard, tires. Yeah, it just goes right there. Capacity though, 12,200 liters, or you can make it 3,200 liters of liquid manure plus 9,000 liters of water. That's a lot of water. And then back to 12,200 liters. And then we have, let's see, reel, we have standard. We have reel 1, so you can actually put a reel on it. You have compressor, so this is like an all-in-one right here. So you can have the compressor, or you could do the reel and compressor. So you have the reel, compressor, and then if you get the water one too, I mean, this thing will do everything you need on it. I haven't played with that thing that much. All right, let's see. Then, of course, we have your slurry distributors. You have the SP8040, which is the smallest out of them. This is 8 working meters. 70 horsepower is required for this one. And there's different brands. We got the SP8040SS and the SP8040, which if you use the SS, it already has the things to hook up the hose to, as you see right there. If you do the other one, it does not, but it does have a trailer hitch. So there's that one. And then if you don't use the, basically the injector, you're going to have one of these right here, which is the HS5100, which is $45,500. It does require 50 horsepower, and there is no options on that. And I'll show you guys how to use that one. And then we have 3 different other ones. We have the SPC 1230, which is 58,500. No options on this one. We have this one right here, the SP 12260. Sorry, the SP 12260. Is that how you say that? SP 12260. That's what I'm gonna say right there. But both of these are 12 working meters. You can see the operating speed though. This one is 9 miles an hour, and this other one is 10 miles an hour. 70 horsepower on this one required, and 80 horsepower on that one required. We have the BS 900, which is 45,600. This one requires 100 horsepower, 9 miles an hour is operating speed. This one though has a cultivator on it too, so this will actually cultivate your field. And after that one, we have the water pump, which is used to fill up water. I think this is almost like a water buy station. I haven't used this yet, so we might actually use that in this video to show it off a little bit. And then we have this, which will be going into this in the biogas plant setup. And then, of course, you got your hoses, your umbilical hoses, which is $1,950 for the base. You got capacity, you got 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. Then you got the main color. You got orange, you've got black, you got yellow, you got red, you got blue, you got green, you got brown, and you got gray. Too bad we don't have Sam's pink, right? And then last but not least is the wrench, which is it works almost like the chainsaw. See, I already own it, so I can't get that. Okay, but anyways, that is the store items. I mean, pretty good amount of stuff in that store. Okay, so next, let's take a look at this stuff in game. Let's actually, try to set up some manure right over here. All right, so we have this container right here, which is full, I believe, 65,000 liters of slurry, which we're just going to keep it right there. I'm not going to use the tank that comes in this pack, which is this one, which this one does come with its own pump and everything like that, but we're not going to use that on this one. We're going to try to use this one right over here. So that's our goal on here. Okay, first of all, we need to set it up. So let's go ahead and get the John Deere. Okay, come on, you're going to start. Yeah, there we go. And let's hook up first the reel, because that's what you're gonna actually. Hold on. Let's set this up with the pump and everything first, and then we'll worry about the reel in a minute. All right, so there's the compressor right there. That's going to be used to clean out your hoses and stuff. And then let's put the pump on the back, which you're going to need, of course, a tractor that has over 200 horsepower. Okay, so this is this one, which this one has a reel on it too, so we might take a look at that. Let me see. Let me bring up the help menu real quick. So when we go over here, does this... Come on. Does it automatically pop? Yeah, so you can actually put the hose on there too. So that's probably like a, a storage for it, so... Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this close to this, because we're going to see if it works like this. Okay, so this is close to it. Okay, we can also put water. You know what, let's actually put a water station down somewhere. Tools. It's underwaters. I mean, waters. Water. Oh yeah, we got a water tank right here. So we're just going to put this down real quick right here. Land is not owned. Of course it's not owned. Let's go ahead and save it. We're right up here. Yeah, we're playing on Stone Valley. Okay, now let's try to put that up there real quick. Containers. This right over here. And now let's go ahead and fill this thing up with some water. Just reverse it real quick. See, I believe this pump does. Basically, any place that's nearby that, has any slurry or digested or anything like that, that's where it's going to take it from. Okay, let's just keep that right over there. So you can change that to unwinding. You lower your pump, turn on your compressor. Okay. Hopefully we can get this thing to work. Let's see, lower pump. Turn on compressor. Okay. Let's keep that right over here. Let's get this other tractor set up with actually, your injector and your hoses. So that's what we're going to do. We have this beautiful fence. Okay, so let's go ahead and hook this all up. Okay, there we go. And make sure we go over to the store and take a look at our pump. Our pump can hold up to 1,000 meters. So just 1,000. So we make sure that we only need that. So let's unfold that, which is that right there. Okay. So this one right here is a 500 one. So let's go ahead and put the 500 one on there. This one right here is a 400 one. And so that's 900 right there. Let's get the black one to make it an even 1,000. I think the black one will fit on here, hopefully. Yep, okay. So there we go. That's all hooked up, which we didn't need that big one. Make sure I don't tip over or anything like that. Okay, first of all, we're going to have to hook this up. Let's put that on there. Okay, to get this thing to work, we're going to have to unfold this, which puts that down there. And then we just have to hook up that. So put that right into the middle. Right there. And bam. And then now we can go right back to here and fold that up. Makes it a lot easier for transportation. Okay, now we have to set up our hose. So what we do is we go over back to the reel and we set to, oh, you can actually transfer it over there. I didn't know that. Okay, change to unwinding and then start unwinding. So now the hose should be, yep, there it is right there. Now we just really need this, you know, the length of the field, which this is actually a pretty decent sized field. This is going to go quick because this is only the 100 meter. So I don't think we're even need the other 500. Okay, so there's that one. What we need to do now is make it like overlap a little bit. So do that and start unwinding on that one. So that one's unwinding. We're only going to actually use probably those two. So this one's going to take a minute to unwind since this is a 400 one. Pretty much going to go length of the field and then come all the way back. At least you know that it's not going to stretch out and snap the lines because these will snap. So we still got about, yeah, see, look, we didn't even need that much. Probably a 300 one would have probably did it. But we're going to go ahead and go back. Okay, so here we go, recording this for the third time. As you guys can see, I've already done a few things on here, but I messed up. The first time, I did something wrong, which I'll show you guys what I did wrong. I actually hired a worker, and I was like, why isn't the slurry going down? Well, it's because I forgot to turn off something. Forgot to go all the way down in here, and actually down in here. And I forgot to turn off, oops, AI on that. Thank you to Creative Mesh for pointing that out to me. And the second time, I forgot to turn my mic back on. I can't believe it. Okay, so trying to leave it back off where we left off. The hoses aren't connected or anything like that. Let me show you how to connect the hoses down. All right. Oops, what am I doing? Okay. There we go. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Okay, first of all, we're gonna have to unfold that right there. And it brings that down. Okay, how you hook this up? It says L1 and triangle. I am using a PS5 controller. If you're on Xbox, it's probably going to be the LB and the Y, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's hooked up. But we have to connect the rest of our hoses. I'm also going to show you guys a common problem that you can run into. Well, hopefully it happens at the same time. Well, hopefully it happens in this video, I should say. Okay, so let's go ahead and hook up these two hoses right here. Remember, this one is the 100 one, and I believe this one was 400, if I'm not mistaken. It was something. So let's go ahead and connect these up. See, now they're connected. Now we got to connect this one up. Let me actually go back and see. Oh, okay, umbilical hose and umbilical hose. Forget how big. Okay, I know this one was the 100. I forget what the other one was. Because it's been like almost like an hour of me trying to record this video today. All right, let's go ahead and hook this up to the pump. Okay, L1 triangle, now it is hooked up. I don't know why it hooks it up on that side and not the other side. I don't know. Okay, so we got a slurry right over there. We got this. This thing's filled with water. So let's go ahead and turn on. Okay, why isn't it? Maybe I need to get a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. Okay, so activate pump. See the water's going down. The slurry isn't going down just yet, but if I turn on, oops, of course I turned it off. I turn on my worker. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Okay, now we're spreading manure. And if you go right over to here, you can actually see the manure going down on the bottom. Let me actually click that. And of course it will stop. You see that that is actually tightening up a lot. So that is kind of a clue that we probably need to get some more hose. We'll see if I can actually get it to where, you know, the hose snaps from the pump and show you guys what you need to do then. Because then you're either going to need to, like, you know, fix your hose, make it a little bit more straightened out, or you're going to have to add some more hose onto it for a little bit more slack. Just hopefully it's going to disconnect this time. Yep, see, it disconnected. So that kind of tells you right there that you need to add some more hose. So what we could do right there is go ahead and detach that. Let's go ahead and go back onto our unwinding. Also, if you run over your hose, it does not do anything. So, all right, start unwinding. Now, please move. Okay, oops. Let's just go right over to here. You could just do it like this if you wanted to. So this one is a 500 one. So yeah, I think it was what, 1, 4, and a 500 to make 1,000. So that pump can handle, I believe, what, 1.5, so 1,500. So it definitely can handle all of this. Just make sure you do not go more than that. Switch it back over to there. Okay, that's hooked up. Now we have to go all the way back down here, hook that up, and then we also got to hook up the pump back again because the pump is not hooked up. It's going to take me a minute to walk all the way across the field. See, you could do a lot better job than I did. You know, you can make this thing a lot more neat instead of, you know, going everywhere. But the thing you're definitely going to need for this is your magic tool, which is right here. So bring that out by pushing the up on the directional pad, attach hose, bring that close to there. As soon as you do this, there we go, that is attached. Let's go back over here. Let's bring this closer to it. Bring that back right there, and now get in there. And I don't know why it's not showing up. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's attached again. Now activate pump. And let's bring this back to where we left off. See, now there's a lot more slack with the hose. So we're going to come right back down to where we left off, and we should be able to start spreading the rest of the slurry onto this field. Back right here. Hire the worker. Now this time, hopefully it shouldn't snap. As you see right down there, slurry is going down pretty fast. That thing is also filled with water too. So this, I love this pump right here. This pump, and where's the other one? See, this one does, oh, actually, sorry, this one only does 1,000 meters. But if you use this one right here, it does 1.5. So 1,500. But the bad thing about this one is it only holds 12,200. Also with this one, you can put, of course, you know, a reel on there. You can put a compressor on there. You can put a reel and compressor. And then, of course, you can also put, where is it at? You can also put a platform, so you can put the water on there, which what I believe this does is it almost acts like a water buy station. So you pretty much get unlimited water when you use this on there. So that's something that's pretty nice. So you don't have to keep filling it up. The only bad thing about that is it only holds 12,200. And you see, well, did it snap again? Okay, why did you stop? Actually, don't know why he stopped. Plus another thing snapped. I actually don't know. Let me, it did snap again. Okay, that is weird. I don't know why it snapped, because it's definitely got enough hose this time. Let's try to put it all back together again. Let's go right over here. Okay, activate pump again and try it again. I don't know why it keeps snapping, because it definitely has plenty of hose length to go back and forth. Let's just see what happens. Okay, that's a lot better. I think it was just like one little bitty thing, so hopefully it is fixed now. Okay, so now say we just got done with the field. What are we going to do? Let's start cleaning up the area. Just pretend like this field is completely done, so I can show you guys, you know, what you got to do whenever you get done. So if we go over to the pump, which actually, how much did that use? They didn't use that much actually. Okay, so let's go right over here. Let's turn this off. Okay, if we click on the triangle, go to the compressor, you see the umbilical hose clogged by 27%. So if, as long as you keep your hoses clean, less wear and tear on them. So, which I believe it makes actually reeling it up a lot faster. Let's go ahead and clean the umbilical hose. Not at pressure. Please turn on the compressor. And oh wait, sorry. Yeah, turn on the compressor. You'll actually hear it start building up, which it does take a minute, and then whenever it finally hits you, you hear that shh. Which also, does this thing have, yeah, it has lights on it too, so you're gonna hear it keep building up, and then finally, if we finally get to it, there you go. And then now clean umbilical hose with the L1 X key. Now that is completely cleaned out. Okay, so to actually be able to reel this up, first of all, we're going to have to detach everything, because if it's attached, it will not reel in. So we have to go ahead and detach every single one of these. Well, at least the ones you want to be reeled up. They can't be connected up to the system. Let's go right over here. Let's go ahead and detach that. Then we got one more because we added that extra one, which I love the animations. You guys are gonna see these animations. Okay, I think it's right over here. Somewhere over here. Yep, right there. Which you've seen, it actually started stretching out and everything, so that's good. It probably just got snagged earlier. Okay, so that's all detached now. Let's detach it from here. Detach that. Let's go ahead and fold that up, fold that up. Okay, now let's get ready to start actually reeling all of it in. Okay, so you go right next to it like this. See, it says L1 in triangle, push that. And then you got to hold down the L1 or your LB and go to change to winding. So you click that and then push the down on the directional, says start winding. Do that and look at those animations. So I believe if like your hose is clogged up a lot more, it's going to take a lot longer to actually wind this thing all the way up, which is still going to take a minute to wind everything all up. As you see, you can actually move and all that. So you can move, it doesn't do nothing. So if I wanted to go all the way over here, back to the beginning of it, I can. It's still going to keep winding all the way up. Because it's got actually quite a bit to actually wind up. Because what, this one, like I said, is 500, the other one's 400, and the other one is 100. So let's go ahead and keep winding this thing all the way up. I will see you guys whenever we get this thing fully winded. Okay, actually I want to show you how to actually add on extras. So L1 triangle, and then back to start winding on this one. You'll actually see like the animations. Look, you can see the red underneath it. Love the animations on this one. I did this one because it's only 100 meters. So that is how you clean off the hoses off your field. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. Okay, so there we go right there. That is, well, the first part of, well, the pumps and hoses system. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. If you guys are planning on pre-ordering this, or if you're planning on, well, if you already have it. Like always, if you guys did enjoy the video, which hopefully you guys did, make sure to smash that like button. Part 2 should be out later on today on the biogas plant. Love those plants. Okay, like always, if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to smash that like button. If you haven't subbed, make sure you guys do. And like always, have an amazing day, farmers. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
I'm not heading for the stars.